Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Math is Easy, step by step. And in this part 34 video, I'd like to talk a little bit to you about dividing fractions. So here in this particular segment, I want to keep it very easy. 1/2 divided by 1/2. Okay, it's a very simple rule. You keep this first fraction the same. You change division to its inverse operation, or the opposite of division, which is multiplication. And after you do that, and only after you change division to multiplication, you flip this fraction. What does that look like? So again, anytime you are dividing with fractions, you keep the first fraction the same. You change division to its inverse, which is the opposite. Opposite of dividing is to multiply. And after you change that, you take this fraction, you flip it. The 2 is now on top. The 1 is now on the bottom, or the denominator's place, right? Now it's multiplication. And the rule is when you multiply fractions, you multiply top to top, bottom to bottom. What's 1 times 2? And then 2 times 1? What do you get? Okay, again, here's a review of the rule. You're going to follow multiplication rules, multiply top to top, multiply bottom to bottom. Reduce your fraction if it's possible, right? So 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 1 is 2. Anything over itself, 2 over 2 equals 1. Let's say it's x over x, that would equal 1. Y over y, that would equal 1. XYZ over XYZ, that would equal 1, right? And so our final answer for this example is 1. Most important part is remember, keep, change, flip anytime you divide with fractions. All right, let's take a look at another example of dividing fractions, right? We have 3/10 divided by 5/6. So remember the rule, you keep, you change, you flip. Okay, so I'll make a real important statement that you can only flip this fraction after you make that change from a division to multiplication. Now, let me ask you a question. Can you cross reduce here? No, you cannot cross reduce. You can't. You have to wait until division is changed to multiplication. After that, yes, you can cross cancel, cross reduce, but not when you're dividing the fraction. You have to wait till you're multiplying fractions in order to cross cancel or cross reduce, right? So remember, keep, change, change. What is that? Keep, change, flip. Excuse me. Keep, change, flip. What does that look like? Okay, so we take this first fraction, 3 over 10, we keep it the same. It's still 3 over 10. And we're going to change division to its inverse operation, which is the opposite, and that's multiplication. After we make that change, then we can take this fraction in here, 5 over 6, and flip it. 6 will now be in the numerator's place, and the 5 will now be in the denominator's place. Now that it's multiplications, you can cross cancel or cross reduce. Do you see any numbers in these two fractions we can cross reduce or cross cancel? All right, well, if you said, hey, 6 is an even number, 10 is an even number, the smallest even number is 2, I can divide 2 into both of those values and cross cancel. And take a look here. 3 and 5 are odd numbers, right? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Other than 1, there's no numbers that both 3 and 5 share that I can divide evenly into both. So, hey, we're just going to cross cancel the 6 and the 10. What's 10 divided by 2? What's 6 divided by 2? All right, so let's take a look at that. Now, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 3, 3, 10 divided by 2 is 5, so 3/5. Times. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then we rewrite the 5. So we have 3/5 times 3/5. Remember, the rule is when you multiply fractions, it's top to top, bottom to bottom. So 3 times 3 is 9. 5 times 5 is 25. Is there a number I can divide evenly into both 9 and 25 other than 1? right? Because that would just leave us with 9/25ths, and then that fraction would not be reduced. Well, we have two odd numbers. 9 and 25 are both odd numbers. So let's work with the odd numbers, right? Other than 1, let's look at 3. Now, 9 can be divided by 3, but 25 cannot. Okay, so the next odd number is 5. 9 cannot be divided evenly by 5, but 25 can. 5 times 5 is 25. Okay, what about 7? No, 7 won't work. How about 9? 9 will work on the top part of the fraction, but 9 will not divide evenly into 25. All right, what about 11? Nope. 13? No. And so at this point, I can stop and I can say, hey, my answer is 9/25ths. This fraction is reduced as small as I can reduce this particular fraction. Okay, so stick around for parts 34 and beyond. I'm going to go over dividing fractions of mixed numbers. All right, I'm going to make that a little easier for you. Math is easy when you take it step by step. Thank you for joining me. If I've helped you, please help me help others. Like, follow, share, and subscribe. Thank you for your time.